Marines and sailors, it's that time of year again, the 101 days of summer. That's the time of year when we are at great risk during the summer for a misstep or a miscalculation that leads to an incident. Last year we published our Force Preservation Plan, designed to cover the entire year. The 101 days is just an opportunity for us to re-emphasize areas of interest that we want to pay attention to during these critical months. Our success this past year has been because of you, the individual Marine and sailor, stepping up and doing the right thing. It's about small unit leaders, small unit leadership, inside your sections, platoons, and companies, making sure that we operate safely. The message this summer is very simple. Have a plan to execute and stick to your plan. Be safe and engage your brain before you act. And remember, no one is indispensable. We all matter to the team. We're all responsible to the team. A Marine that goes down is one less Marine that carries a pack, turns a wrench, or drives a truck. Marines, there are more than 650 motorcycle operators in the MLG. That's about 1%. The reality here is that regardless whether you ride or operate a motor vehicle, we all share the road. And it's all important for us during this time of the summer that we pay attention to the safety, the rules, and regulations aboard the base in Southern California. Last year, there were 13 deaths in the United States Marine Corps related to motorcycle safety and accidents. The reality here is that it can happen at any time, in any place. Last month, a staff sergeant in the MLG driving on Vandergrift was sideswiped by a tractor trailer. Thank God he had his PPE on and allowed him to drop his bike and be safe. But it's always in our mind about motorcycles, particularly in this time of year, that we must be safe. So what I'm asking you to do is be accounted for in your motorcycle clubs. Make sure your machine is up to date and has all the safety equipment that is required. Make sure that we all operate safely and that we all share the road. We've done very well last year. We reduced DUIs by 40% during the summer months. That means that 40%, or roughly a dozen Marines, were saved from making a catastrophic mistake that would forever change the trajectory of their life. The reality is drinking and driving is against the law, and the law is very specific. So what I ask for you to do this summer is to have a plan and stick to that plan. Use a designated driver and use things like Uber and taxis in order to get around so that you can enjoy your summer. Now, Southern California is very distinct in its driving patterns. The freeways, the density of traffic. I ask that you remain alert. Watch out for fatigue. Watch your speed. Watch your speed on the base. It's important for us to remember that accidents can happen to us at any time. So I ask you to be safe, be sure that you follow the laws. And finally, these things right here in driving, don't mix. Don't text and drive. Don't be a distracted driver. And if you see someone, report it. Last year we had 25 mishaps in tactical vehicles and civilian vehicles. Just recently in CLB 11, we had a Humvee rollover and several of the occupants were seriously injured. Vehicle safety, both tactical and civilian vehicles, is paramount this summer and is of great concern for me and the Marine Corps. We need to operate safely. We need to understand the limitations of our equipment and our training. In CLB 7, a Marine at 3:30 in the morning rolled his vehicle on Route 62 on his way to work. He was ejected from the vehicle and he was seriously injured. The reality is, we know statistically July is the month that we are most susceptible to incidents around the MLG. I need you to be vigilant, I need you to be safe, and I need you to operate within the limits of what your training and the vehicle can master. I've been stationed all over the world, and Southern California by far has the best weather and the most activities for all. During the summer months is when we see the greatest spike in recreational mishaps. A couple of key points. Never swim alone and never swim above your ability. Last year, the Marine Corps lost 3 Marines drowning, mostly due to rip currents. And the second is water sports. Know your machine, especially if it's a motorcraft, and know your environment, and make sure you have all the safety gear that's with you. The reality is, 75% of recreational mishaps result in some form of light duty or limited duty. And remember what I said, one less Marine or sailor in the squad means we have to redistribute the load and continue to march. The simple message here is, I know you work hard and I know you play hard. I just demand that you do it smartly. Marines, force preservation and safety is a 365-day-a-year thing for the MLG. And the 101 days emphasis is just a reminder for us that we're at high risk during the summer months. I need you to focus on 3 areas. I need you to focus on driving while under the influence of alcohol. I need you to pay attention to recreational injuries. And I need you to also be mindful of tactical vehicle and equipment safety. Those 3 areas are the ones I want you to most emphasize throughout this summer. I need you to look out for each other. I need you to step up and step in when something doesn't look right or something's not safe. Remember our values: honor, courage, and commitment. I need every one of you in the fight. Leaders at every level have a responsibility towards readiness for when the nation calls us, the fighting force, to fight our battles for our nation. I'm counting on you to be ready.